I'm about to show you how you can create your very own Amazon listing copywriting expert right here in ChatGPT. And this is really going to come in handy if you have multiple products that you need to write copy for, or if you're planning to launch new products in the future. You can train this guy once and you'll always be able to go to him as a reference, as an assistant to help you create TOS-friendly copy for your listings. So to start, I want to show you how you can kind of think about the process to begin with if you want to do this on your end, because there are different strategies out there for writing listing copy. So you may not like exactly how I create my GPT, but I'm going to show you kind of the framework, and then you can use that to apply your own strategy if you like. So first thing, in ChatGPT in the Pro version, make sure you get a Pro account for this, but you could, yeah, especially if you're going to be creating GPTs, you're going to need the Pro version. Come down here to Tools, and the first thing you're going to be able to do is select Deep Research. And this is going to allow you to basically tell ChatGPT to find any and all information you need to help you create this guy. So train him properly. And to give you an example of this, I can show you how I kind of prompted mine to begin with to start doing the research, because it does take some time. So I went ahead and did this ahead of the video, because it will take 5 to 10 minutes sometime for it to actually go through, because it does deep research. It goes out on the web and finds everything it needs. So basically I just told it, and I was kind of just writing fast here. So I was like, I want to write a new listing copy for my Amazon product listing. The product is a beard oil. Now I'm just using that as an example here, but I'm going to, go into going to ask it for the best practices, but I'm going to have it search the web for these best practices like title, bullet points, key features, A+ content, product description, the main focus for the copy specifically. Additionally, I am going to have it do research about beard oils, because that's going to be the example product that I'm going to be doing in this video, and also we can use it as something to refer to, kind of as an example for the GPT, just to have like a reference or some context when it's like giving advice. And so, yeah, for the product itself, I'm going to just be, having it search for common features, different products you find on the web, benefits of beard oil, common complaints from people who have bought beard oil. And for SEO for the listings, put together a list of 20 to 50 common words, phrases used in beard oil discussions that you can find on the web. So it's to kind of give us some research for beard oil itself, so we can actually try to write the listing. Now, this stuff down below, this will probably be stuff we won't incorporate into this specific ChatGPT, because we want this to be a general copywriting expert, not a beard oil expert. So this is going to come later, but I went ahead and had it do the research right away for now. So we can come down here, and it did ask some clarifying questions, if we wanted to target men with long beards, sensitive skin, if you wanted to, really dig into like the specifics on beard oil and, my specific Amazon listing, etc. But I just wanted general information, and then we can, tailor it afterwards as we need to. So it went ahead and did all that. And like I said, it did take a minute, and you can see here it completed in 5 minutes, 20 sources and 79 searches. So yeah, pretty deep research there. So you can see how that alone is a huge benefit. That could take quite a while to do all that research on your own. And so now, first thing is, now we have Amazon beard oil listing optimization research. So the first thing we have in here is the Amazon listing best practices and the US marketplace. We could have specified a different marketplace if we needed to, but we went ahead and did US. So we got the product title guidelines. And so we can see here, it's got all the best practices. You can see it referenced Jungle Scout, Carbon 6, and it's using the beard oil as kind of a reference for this. Yeah, keyword placement, front load the most relevant keywords so they appear early. Amazon A9 algorithm gives heavy weight to title keywords. If beard oil or beard growth oil is your main keyword, putting in the beginning of the title for maximum impact. This is going to ensure shoppers and the algorithm immediately see your product's core identity. So this is all really good stuff. More here about clarity and readability. we want to write for humans first. And that's going to be kind of the general angle I'm going for first here with this copy. The keywords and everything that can be tweaked, and SEO in general, that is really going to need to be tweaked over time. You're not just going to set it and forget it forever. That's going to be something you're going to have to change as you get more data from sales and from running PPC, for example, in your Amazon campaigns. You're going to see what's working better, and you may need to tweak which keywords you need to lead with in your Amazon listing, in your copy. Style recommendations. So yeah, I mean, this is all looking good. Capitalize the first letter. So it's kind of telling you, yeah, good do's and don'ts here. Do not use all caps, forbidden use characters. Okay. Yeah. So this is all good stuff. Okay. We actually went an additional step here. So we're going to give all this data to the GPT as well, but we're also going to give it this just in case. This is straight from Amazon on product title requirements, criteria. So we're going to give it all this as well to make sure it has all the context it needs to create it properly. And then additionally, we have bullet points, and this wasn't as easy to find on Amazon. So ChatGPT went ahead and found all this for us. Okay, so we can see it allows up to 5 bullet points and recommends at least 3 for key features. Use all 5 slots to maximize information, keep each bullet concise, suggests under 255 characters per bullet, so it's easy to read. 3 to 5 brief sentences or brief fragments per bullet is a good rule of thumb. Okay, format and style, short phrases. Okay, tone, benefits. So yeah, again, we're going to give all this to ChatGPT, and it's going to handle all of it for us. So this is all looking pretty good. So we're going to drop all this in. I've already downloaded all of this into a doc. And so what we're going to do is go ahead and upload this into a GPT. So I'll show you how to actually create it. And it's also got good context on A plus content and product descriptions. And this is going to be pretty critical as well for it to understand how to do this. Visual layout, create an immersive mix of text and imagery. This is going to be really important for them to understand, because it's not as simple as, because pretty much everyone is going to have A+ content now. It's pretty easy to get brand registered. Of course, it can help you just write a basic description if you don't have that quite yet, but it's going to be highly recommended to get brand registered and take advantage of that. Your conversions will go up significantly because of it. But because it has this context, you're going to be able to say, hey, okay, help me create copy for this set of images, for example, that I already have. Okay, I'm going to have this layout, etc. And maybe you could give it a screenshot of the layout you have and tell it to, make a specific copy for you for that. Okay, so you could do all that. So we're going to take all of this, and then down here, we're going to get into our beard oil specific stuff, but we can come back to that later. All right. So first thing we're going to do is also this is another document I'm going to add as well. Now, this may not be too critical for our beard oil, but there may be some things like skin related things that we may want to be careful about making claims about. This is basically, all the prohibited product claims for diseases, and you want to be extremely careful about these. So we want to teach ChatGPT to not use these, or use these very carefully, because if you even have some of these claims in there and Amazon's algorithm picks it up, can suppress your listing immediately, and it'd be very tough to get it back sometimes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump over here. Oh, one more thing. I also wanted to show you about canonical URLs and creating a title. So we're going to give it this information as well. And so one of the important things to understand about canonical URLs is this is going to just give you an added bonus of allowing you to show up better in Google SEO. And so you're going to have improved click-through rate from Google, better social sharing links, and avoid duplicate content penalties. That's an interesting one as well. I didn't know that. But okay. All right. So then it basically shows you, again, ChatGPT found all this on its own. And Amazon auto generates it using the first 5 words in your title and your ASIN. So your beginning of your title should contain high value keywords for both Amazon SEO and Google SEO. So if we look at, just to give you a quick example of this beard oil here, we can see the title structure is just not good here. And we're going to teach it something additionally to help it with this, because this is good to have the brand, but this dash here is interrupting, and it probably would have been a lot better if we just didn't have this dash. And these first 5 words and then a dash will help force Amazon to place these 5 words in this URL that you can see up above. But because of how it's structured here with the dash here, I think it maybe got confused. I'm not sure, but it put ounce and fragrance in there. It'd have been much better if you had honest Amish beard oil. Very simple, and you put that and had that show up here in the canonical. So if you do that right from the beginning, you're going to be much more likely to have a good canonical URL and be better optimized for Google as well. Okay, so let's go ahead, and if you've never created a GPT before, let's go to Explore GPTs, and you can just come up here and hit Create GPT and go through these steps here. But we're going to go through one that I've already started. And we're going to go to My GPTs, and we're going to go down to our Amazon listing compliance expert, and we're going to train him even further. We have some training here already, but we're just going to go a little bit further here. So as the Amazon listing copywriting specialist, let me expand this a little bit. Yeah, this is fine. I'll focus on crafting clear, simple, engaging product listings for Amazon, targeting a 5th grade reading level. That's really important, especially specializing in creating bullet points, product descriptions, and titles, integrating relevant keywords for SEO. My approach is customer-centric, emphasizing product features and benefits, and strictly adhere to Amazon's guidelines, which we will provide. We provide all that information, and an image creation for Amazon A+ content. I'll ensure alignment with product descriptions. Okay, so it's also going to help with image creation and maybe give image suggestions as well. And we also have the benefit of, now we're going to select these and turn all these on. You can make your for data analysis if we do need to do further analysis or create images with our copywriter potentially to get ideas, but his main goal is going to be writing copy. That's what we're going to stick to. But yeah, just to give you pay close attention to all messages, ensuring no detail is overlooked. When answering questions, I will strive to infer and provide helpful responses based on available information, avoiding a direct "I don't know" unless the information truly falls outside the knowledge base. All right, so that's the basic setup there for our GPT. Feel free to copy this if you like. We're also going to add a little more context. So for titles, refer to uploaded guidelines, but additionally, so I just forgot to add this part about the canonical URLs. Go over here, we're just going to grab this. I'm going to say, try and grab this. And we're just going to grab this TLDR strategy. Keep it nice and brief. Okay. Put your main keywords in the first 5 words of your five words of your title, and follow that with a dash before continuing the title. If possible, keep in mind readability is top priority. That's the most important thing. And re-emphasize that. Next, so we've just got some general conversation starters. These aren't 100% necessary, but yeah, if you just you can change these how you like. Now let's go ahead and add in our other files. So we've got our product title requirements. We've got our general rules on prohibited phrases and claims. We've got our Amazon listing best practices. We're going to drop all these in and let those upload. Okay. We're all set there, and we're going to go ahead and hit update. Let's see, View GPT. All right, so now we've got our Amazon listing compliance expert. And again, if you did need to come back in and edit the guy, you could come back in and go to My GPTs. If there was some new information you needed to add, you can come back in here and hit edit. And also, I just wanted to take another look, because I did see, remember we had in here about an image creation for A+ content. Sure, our alignment with our product descriptions. Okay, I actually want to remove this because I don't want it to think it's going to be about An image creation for A+ content. Ensure alignment with product descriptions. And as I pay close attention to all messages. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave this here for now. Again, we're going to prompt it, with a basic prompt to get it started. But yeah, we'll just have that there for now. And we can always change it if it, does something wild. But we'll just leave it at that. All right, so let's go back. Actually, we need to grab our, we got them right here. So here we go. And so now we're going to go ahead and have it optimize or write a listing for one of our products or a product. So got our beard oil here that I wanted to test writing copy for. So what we can do here is actually grab our other guidelines here. Let's see what we got. See what we can add in here. SEO keyword insights for okay, ingredients keyword. So this is going to give you, this is talking about in general different qualities for each of these ingredients, benefits, and use case keywords. And for now, we're just going to keep this pretty basic. I want to see what it can come up with, and then we'll go from there. So what I've done here is I already asked it to create a core list of keywords that I can use to instruct a creation of any part of the listing that I need to. So it already created a basic list of keywords based on the research that I did above. Okay. Now, a lot of these are, just going to be pretty common ones. And again, the main goal here is going to be to write a very readable, well copywritten listing first. And then later, and as long as it's incorporating some of the main major keywords in there, most of them, we can always optimize for that later. And that's going to be a continual optimization process over time after we actually get data. Now, there are a couple additional steps you could use. Like, for example, if you do have access to Helium 10, you could go a step further and do reviews, research in Magnet or Cerebro, or you can use their review scraping tool, basically, to where you can go and look at reviews of different Amazon listings, grab all those reviews, see maybe the common things that people are happy about or complaining about, and you can create a list of those, give that to ChatGPT as well, and have it kind of rework the copy around those. For this example, we're going to go ahead and grab our standard list here, and we're going to add this in. So let's go ahead and copy. Yeah, go ahead and copy that. Okay. And we're going to go to our compliance expert, and we're going to want to create listing copy for my beard oil. Again, Honest Amish Pure Beard Oil. We're just going to grab this for my Honest fragrance free. And we're going to say, here are the features and benefits. We're going to go over here and just grab those. Okay, we're just going to grab these. Also, here are the ingredients, and these, I see those before. Ingredients, here we go. We're going to go ahead and copy those. Okay, and what we got here? The ingredients. Okay, so we got those dropped in, and here is a list of core keywords we want to work into the listing. I copied those other things. Let me copy those again, paste those. All right. We're going to see what it comes up with, and we'll see how I want to see how it does with the A+ content, and then we'll potentially rework that part and see if we can make it, suggest formatting and stuff like that as well. But first, we'll just give it a run just as is. It may ask some additional questions. Okay, no, it's going ahead and writing it. Great. Okay, so what do we got? Let's let this work for a second. Okay, it looks like it did make a mistake. I think it's because of the additional instruction I gave it for the canonical URL. It tried to front load the title, so we'll need to fix that. Bullet points, let's see what the rest of the title looks like. Because the main thing here with the title, we're probably going to have to just add Honest Amish on the beginning. That's the main thing. We need to get Honest Amish, and that's an easy fix instead of it being there. So put that back on the front end, and then unscented beard oil, beard conditioner with organic argan, jojoba, softens, moisturizes, soothes. Okay, so that's pretty good otherwise. Okay, and then bullet points. Let's see, handcrafted in USA, small batch. Bureau made by artisans. Okay, tested recipe. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Trusted by growers worldwide. Fragrance free and gentle. Nourishes the so fragrance free and gentle. Okay, so this is good. Because you want to, the benefit, you want to just make sure you're speaking of the benefits. It's going to be one of the main things. So it looks like it is following that. Nourishes and beard and skin. So this is very important to say versus just, the other one was, if you look at the original, is a very dry. Where is my listing? Here we go. All natural ingredients. I mean, it lists the benefits here, but you gotta really sell the benefits that they're actually gonna get when they use the beard oil. So that it's gonna soften and condition. It's gonna be non-greasy, fast absorbing, fragrance free and gentle, handcrafted in the USA. So unscented formula, perfect for sensitive skin, skin and noses. Okay, yeah, the fragrance. Okay, no added scent, just pure conditioning from natural ingredients. Nourishes beard and skin, packed with organic oils, argan, jojoba, sweet. Okay, so yeah, this is all looking pretty good. Helps tame frizzy, coarse, unruly beards. Transforms your beard into a soft, manageable, healthy looking mane. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Non-greasy, fast absorbing, lightweight formula, absorbs quickly without leaving residue, soothes itchy beard, helps prevent beard druff for a fuller, thicker look. Okay, I like that. And product description. Now, yeah, this is going to be pretty basic here, the product description. So this is where we might want to say, all right, we want to take a template and we want you to actually write copy that is going to fit this specific template. Because this is okay. I'm sure this is great copy and all, but we want to have something we could pass to a graphic designer, for example, or if you want to do the graphic design on your own, check out the video I'll link down below about how to do that with ChatGPT. If you're interested in that, we can have the copy ready to go for that kind of like template that we want. So what we can do is here, we can grab a quick template, paste it in here, look at some screenshots, and have it write fit the product description into that. So we'll try that here in a second. The other thing I wanted to look at is just to check out some of the keywords and beard growth, beard oil from men, beard. So yeah, it looks like it did fit some of those in there. That is good. Main thing is it, didn't do a lot of keyword stuffing, which is good. Now you could add it. You could make the bullet points a little bit longer if you wanted to. Again, I would just change the instruction. That would be one additional thing, to make it rewrite the title more consistently with the brand name at the beginning. Now let's go ahead and go a step further, and let's go to one of the other beard oil brands out here, because that's the thing. This is like one of the top ones that I think I found on Amazon, which is crazy, because they should just go ahead and, what am I doing? Beard oil. Just type beard oil. Yeah, it was one of the top ranked organically. So they should just take it a step further and go ahead and optimize their listing, solidify their position. Let's just look at one of these other ones we can use for an example. I'm not going to say this is the best, the 100% best A+ content you can do. Fine, let's find one that we use it for an example. So we can do something like this. These are good as well. It can depend. There's different strategies. These are have all the text in the images. It looks nice. Or you can do a combination of text and image and text outside of image. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and use this one for now as a good example. And so what I've done is I've just hit if you command minus or plus, you can zoom in and out. And what this is going to allow us to do is just go ahead and use a screenshot, and use your own screenshot tool of choice to do this. And this is going to just give us the layout that we need. And so I'm going to go ahead and download that. Give that a second here. And we're going to feed this into ChatGPT and say, hey, write some copy that can fit this A+ content template. And then we could pass that to our graphic designer. And obviously it will, we tell them also in that case, go a step further and do the branding correctly and everything. But yeah, if we needed just a template that we know we wanted that style, for example. So let's hop back over to ChatGPT now. And so we've got our bullet points, we've got our title. Now let's hop in and add that. Go to downloads, grab that template, and we'll just say rather than the product description, give me copy that fits this example A+ content template matches honest Amish brand. Okay, load that up, see what we get. Okay, so here we go. Rooted in tradition, built for beards, established by bearded crabs. So you got like, yeah, made for those who live honest and grow bold. Nice. Now I don't know, probably could research the brand a little more. If you're the brand owner, you could probably come up, could see if this actually fits, your brand story. They could probably do it even better, but you get the idea. Let's see, module two hero image with product bottles. Yeah, it's like helping you kind of fit the template. So we've got hero image 2 with product bottle. Yep. Let's get back over here. Pure care for real beards, honest Amish beard oil, fragrance free. And so what did they have? Yeah, so it's basically just replacing that. Nourish, soften, smooth, soothe. Yes, and some subtext there. And you could figure out, maybe a good spot to put that in the actual image. Module 3, product line showcase. Every beard deserves honest care. Okay, then choose from our signature beard oils, balms, and grooming essentials, all crafted with purpose. Yeah, this would come in handy if you did actually have different variants. So you could show that. And then let's see what we have here. Natural ingredients, premium quality, safe and effective. Let's see, 4 icons, features, all natural ingredients. Okay, trusted since day one. Okay, soothing conditions. Okay. And so you could actually add additional text along with some of these modules, and you could find a way to do that, or you can just go with basic, really basic like that. But they actually do have, there's different modules and templates where you could have actually icons with this headline, and you can actually put in subtext under it if you wanted to actually have more keyword rich A+ content. You could put that in there. And then another banner here, beard care like no other. Let's see, grooming tools, every drop counts. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of giving you that idea there. What was the last one? Let's see, unleash the Viking within. Let's see what we got to replace that. Lifestyle, image split banner, showing the honest Amish tradition. Okay, I like that. Okay. Yeah, so they're also just giving you maybe a sub headline here if you wanted to work that in as well on some of these, or again, if you wanted to, you could expand on this, and below those modules, you could actually have a fuller description. This is more of a really basic template here. You'll see others examples. We could go through them all day, and you can see different variations of how to do A+ content. This is just one example with only images and with the text actually all in the images. I'd prefer to do a mix, but that's just me. That said, go ahead and try this out. Create your own Amazon listing expert. Use what I've shown you here as a framework. You may want to test and tweak different options in your GPT to make it even better, or to fit, your style of creating listings from maybe your own research. And yeah, if you got some value out of the video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe for more and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.